everybody, it's Rachel Bastarache Bogan. Welcome back to my show. I apologize first off that this video was not online yesterday like it was supposed to be. I got back from my wedding anniversary trip to Colorado Springs on Tuesday in the afternoon, and sadly I came back with a head cold. So I spent all day Wednesday sleeping, trying to get everything out of my system, and I'm mostly back to normal, but that means that this video is coming out today, and I wanted to apologize about that. But today is my last of the in-between videos, and I have some things that are going to be in this video about how things are going to start moving forward, how I'm going to start approaching my next 100 videos, and my dog is snorting at me. So a few things that are going to happen today in this video. Number one, I'm going to talk to you about how the new show is going to go from here on out. That new format is going to start next week. I'm also going to give you a look at what my 12-week year has been like over the past couple of weeks, especially since you guys haven't been seeing anything and there's been a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I'm probably also going to show you just a couple of things that happened over my anniversary weekend because it was a lot of fun and it was really cool, and I wanted to show you guys a couple of things that happened. So first off, let's get into how is the show going to go from here. Now, one of the challenges that I had for filming those first 100 days of my videos was literally filming 100 days of videos. Keeping up with that was a challenge, especially over the weekend, and it left me really tired. And also I found that a lot of you wanted to see more about what I was doing on the day-to-day business as it came to doing my business, as it came to working through my 12-week year, and so the weekend stuff didn't really matter. And I also noticed a lot of you asking questions about the 12-week year as I was applying it, and I wanted to give you guys some more and a greater look at that. So this is how the new format is going to go. There will be videos every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I can't lift up this finger by itself. It never wants to go. Okay, never mind. So 5 videos a week, Tuesday through Saturday. Tuesday's video is going to be all about the 12-week year. Since I do a huge review of my current year and what I did the previous year, or not year, my week, because I do a really in-depth look at my week from the previous week on a Monday, that is the video that I'm going to shoot that day, and that is the video that's going to go out on Tuesday. It's going to be all about the 12-week year and about how I'm applying it. I'm going to also cover some more of the practical applications of applying the book. It's something I haven't read in a while, so I want to reread that and then start bringing some of that information back to you guys. So Tuesday is going to be all about the 12-week year. How well did last week go? How well am I actually achieving my goals? Where am I going with that? And then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and are going to all be about what is that weekly hustle looking like? How have I been applying all of this stuff in my business? What have I been going after? How has that success been happening? What were those challenges during the week? And then Saturday is going to be kind of a weekly recap. Where am I in relationship to the things that I set out to do on my Monday? Where am I going into? What am I looking forward to doing in the coming week? Just kind of being a weekly recap and then going from there. So this is the new format. Like I said, videos are going to be going out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And then over the weekend, I'm going to be taking a break. I'm going to be just taking a break so that you guys can really focus and see what's happening when it comes to business-wise. And, you know, just have a break. Having a break over the weekend so that I can regroup. As I mentioned, doing a video every single day is challenging and I enjoy it, but I also want to be able to have the freedom to not have to do that over the weekend. And if something interesting does happen, like what happened this past weekend with my anniversary, I'll be taking some stuff and probably showing it to you anyway. But yeah, so there will not necessarily be any videos on Sunday or Monday. So just FYI, that is the new show format and that is how that's going to go. And again, this is largely because I wanted to give you guys some more structured content, knowing that you can look forward to something about the 12-week year every Tuesday, that the rest of the week can be all about what am I doing with my business, how is that process going, and then Saturday's videos will always be the recap. So that is the new format. I hope you like it. If you have questions about it or if you want to give me some more input in this, leave that in the comments below and I will gladly read it and see what you guys think about this. The other thing that I wanted to do today is to give you a look at my 12-week year. Now, this is my weekly overview. You guys last saw me in week 4. I was busy working on, this is for like a daily video. You last saw me in week 4 working on all this stuff. We had my friends Mark and Lydia in town. The following week is when I dropped my video about QWERTY. You guys got to see that video last week in my special video for last week. So that's what's been happening. You can see all this stuff. And then this blank 2 days, and then all of these blank days. These were all of my anniversary stuff. So friends Mark and Lydia were in town I had week 4 of my 12-week year, and normally you would have seen this on the following Monday, but because I was not filming, you guys didn't get to see this. Now, you can see I had an extremely high score this week, and this was fabulous. I made a lot of progress, and I'm super excited about it, and a large part of it is because I was able to do my wonder work every single day for week 4, and that was extremely exciting. This is the work that went into the QWERTY film, and so I hope you guys like that. If you haven't, make sure that you go see it. But yeah, this was what was fueling all of that, is getting that done. I also made some pretty good progress in my business work. I did not get nearly as many leads done as I wanted to, but I'm still happy with this, and then also still plugging away and making progress on being healthy and rested. So hooray, this was fantastic. And so this is what the following week looked like. Yeah, 39.05%, and look at this, a big whopping 0 when it came to my goals for goal 2 for building my business. This is this is pretty terrible, guys. It's extremely terrible. I still was able to get some of my wonder work done, especially finishing out the QWERTY video, and also working on my physical health and being rested. So here's something that's really interesting that I discovered about this particular 12-week year and how these things got scored. So the whole point of doing the 12-week year is to make progress towards your goals, right? In order to have a good goal, you have to have a good vision for your life. I've discussed this in previous videos before. You can see some of them right here. So here's the really cool thing that happened. I had a week with a really high score, week 4, and I had a week with a really low score, week 5. And I have a feeling that week 6 is going to be even lower, and I'll get back to that in a second. But here's the thing. The reason why week 5 was really, really high was because I was working on my wonder work. Also, week 4, what work I was able to get done was, again, on my wonder work. Now, here's the interesting thing, okay? If the whole point of doing the 12-week year is to get myself closer to my goals, and I have a really crummy week in terms of a score, i.e. week 5, what does that actually mean? Am I making progress or am I not? Well, the numbers would say that, no, I'm probably not making a whole lot of progress, that I'm actually might be falling behind, that I'm not getting there as fast as I want to. But here's the interesting thing. When I went back and looked at my vision for my life, some of you have seen it in my vision board from Be Do Have. Hello. Be Do Have over here. This is the simplified version. I actually have a longer version here, and this is what is important about it. I have my Be Do Have here up in the top, but one of the things that's critical in my written form here, and just like further isolating things out, 3-year vision, what do I want? Right here. I am a filmmaker and a storyteller. I make stories that tell of ordinary people doing extraordinary things. I primarily tell these stories through film and video. So what was the QWERTY video? The QWERTY video was the expression of that vision for my life. It was one of my things that I want to bring into my life, and I have achieved a small little piece of it as a part of my work doing the 12-week year. This is the part that I want to emphasize, okay? I had a week in week 5 where things didn't really happen. As I said, week 6 is going to be terrible, and it's because I've been out of town and I've not been taking time to do it because I've been out of town. I've been on vacation. I've been celebrating my anniversary. So here's the thing. Slow weeks, weeks where the score is really low, they're okay. They're okay as long as you are still making progress towards your actual goals and your actual vision. And the thing about week 4 taught me, and especially week 5 having a really crummy score afterwards, those 2 weeks having a high score and a low score taught me that it is possible to make considerable progress towards your goal, to have the effect of reaching that goal actually show up in your life, even though the scores might not reflect all that work. If anything, they are simply the barometer, they're simply the compass points that are saying, yes, you are making progress. They are the milestones that says, yes, you're making progress. But when the actual vision, the actual goal is realized, that's your sign of arrival. So being a filmmaker, being a storyteller, the QWERTY video that I made last week, I think it was last week that I finally finished it. Yeah, I finished it last week, week 5, I finished it. That is one part of me. That is one part of my vision that I want to see happen. That is something that I want to see happen on a regular basis. But getting the QWERTY video done is the indicator that I am starting to make progress on this part of my vision for my life. And I wanted to bring this up because it's often really hard when you have a slow year, a slow week, especially a really dismal week or a week like what I know week 6 is going to be, where my score is not going to be really high at all, to either one, feel like you're not making any progress and should just give up, or two, if you know that it's going to be a really crummy week anyway, you probably shouldn't score it and don't even bother because it's just going to be crap, and that's just disappointing. I totally get it. I'm tempted to do that for week 6, but here's the thing. The 12-week year is not the goal itself. The 12-week year is not the point. Doing and scoring for the 12-week year is not the point. The point is achieving your vision. So if you are achieving your vision and you still have a low score, it's okay. The 12-week year is simply marking the milestones. It's marking how fast are you working, how hard are you working, but the point is that if you are still working at the 12-week year and you're doing something, you will achieve your vision. And this is why having an articulated vision is so important. It's why knowing where you want to go is so important, because it can help get you through all those crummy weeks where you're not making anything, but it's also the thing that tells you, yes, you have arrived when you start seeing these things realized in your life. So this is a look at the 12-week year as it has been showing up in my life for the past couple of weeks, how I have been realizing that it really is effective. It's effective not just in terms of short-term goals, things that you can see happen in 3 months, but it is also extremely effective in helping project out for those things that you want to see happen over 3 years, 5 years, etc. So what has actually happened in the last 2 weeks as it pertains to my business? Obviously, I have been gone on my anniversary trip, so some things didn't happen, but what did happen in the meantime? Well, number one, I had a project blow up. And by blow up, I don't mean completely explode, but I mean it was something that I was looking to do in the month of February. I had a project proposal go out the last week of January. Everything seemed to be fine. And I found out literally like 3 days before I was supposed to leave for my anniversary trip that this client had absolutely no clue what they actually wanted. And so this is what I mean by blow up. Like, everything fell apart. This project was just supposed to shoot this coming week. It's totally not shooting. Everything's gone back to the drawing board. And we will see if this project may or may not show up, which on one hand is kind of annoying, and on the other hand, I'm just like, okay, like, whatever. I would much rather work on a project that is solid and everybody knows what they actually want than working on a project where nobody's like, oh, well, you just figure it out. Like, trust me, those are the worst kind of projects to work on. So that's currently off my plate. And that was kind of a, disappointing thing to find out. But the other cool thing is that I had a meeting with a new client. Yes, a new client. This is actually somebody who was a lead. I met this person at a Christmas party back in December. I think I mentioned this in my video called Selling at a Party. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and click here. And if I've already actually included too many links for Google Cards, all of these things will be in the description box below. But anyway, I was talking to this woman about how to use video, about how she can use it to help grow her business, and we had this really fantastic conversation at this Christmas party, and so we finally got together for a cup of coffee. I had thought that we were just going to continue this conversation about how she could still use video, and come to find out she was actually completely sold on it, and she immediately wanted to hire me to help her with her video work for her company. So I'm super excited about that. I sent her a contract after that meeting, was waiting to hear back from her over this weekend, and I just got her signed contract back in my email inbox literally this morning. So that project is going to move forward at some point this week, or actually probably this next month. She's got a couple of things that she's got to do on her thing, but regardless, I have a client. I'm super excited. Yay, this is the whole point of doing all of this. I also have a couple of other things that are coming down the pike in terms of other clients. Matter of fact, I got to email some of them next week, so we'll see where we're at with those and just keep moving projects forward. And when it comes to business, that was great. I'm really excited about those things. This Friday, tomorrow, is Creative Morning, so I've got some stuff to do for that. And I've got to follow up with some things from last month because we had some glitches, which I'm really not happy about. But thankfully, those were not my fault. They were actually Creative Morning headquarters' fault because they made some updates to the site. So blah, 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 blah. Basically, Creative Mornings is happening, and I'm excited about it. And also, next Monday, this coming Monday, I'm going to be getting back into the full swing of things with the hustle because that's what I'm doing. Off of vacation, that's what it's time to do. But here's a quick look at some of the things that happened over this weekend for my anniversary trip. I hope you guys like the little sneak peek. And yeah, this is things. This is things. What does that mean? What does this is things even mean? Tongue-tied.
Isabel. Let's go.
Hey everybody, so it's another one of the in-between episodes before Rachel Finder, Level Grinding the Daily Hustle gets back to its normal programming. Anyway, today Robo took me to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo in Colorado Springs. We are down here celebrating our 7th anniversary, and we are having fun. You're still eating all the breakfast on that poor little one.
Nice.
Oh, hello. So we're back out at the trip today. Robo and I drove out to Callan, Colorado, and it's because there's this amazing place out here that is called the Paint Lines. It is this natural geologic formation, you can see some of it behind me, where basically the prairie just opened up and you got to see all of this really cool stuff that's underneath here. Conglomerate rock formations, sandstone, it all just eroded away and it formed all these really colorful stuff. Yeah, super groovy. I like rock formations, so the fact that we got to come out here today is super amazing. So just a couple of things that happened while we were away on our trip. We went to the paint mines, we went to the Cheyenne Mountain Zoo. Robo also took me to the Space Discovery Center, which I was super excited about. That happened on Tuesday, and at the same time, we also got to stop in the parking lot and watch the launch of the Falcon 9 Heavy from SpaceX. I'm a huge space nerd, so that was one of the best things that he could have possibly taken me to do on our anniversary. So, anniversary trip was awesome. I hope you guys all like this video. Again, all of the stuff that I was talking about and all the videos that I was referencing are all going to be in the description box below. I am looking forward to seeing you all on Tuesday next week. I will be filming on Monday, but you will see me on Tuesday. So, I'm looking forward to having you all along for the next 100 videos. We will see what is going to happen. Again, you guys, I want to say thank you for your continued subscriptions, for continuing to be a part of my journey. You guys are awesome, and I'm looking forward to taking you along for the ride. So, if this is the first video that you've ever interacted with me on, go ahead and subscribe. I'm going to make another 100 videos about how I am hustling and building my business. And if you guys are already subscribed, well, you know, you guys know the deal. I'll see y'all next week. Ciao.